Well, hello there. I'm Dr. LaWanda N. Evans, licensed professional counselor, national certified counselor, relationship strategist, and speaker. Welcome to another segment of The Truth About Your Relationship. So, today's topic is when infidelity hits your relationship. Infidelity is one of those things we don't like to talk about. I like to call infidelity the elephant in the room. Infidelity is that one thing that stands in the way of the success or the failure of a relationship. And many a times when it comes up in a relationship or when it hits the relationship, people don't want to talk about it. Couples get silent. They sweep it under the rug or they act like it doesn't exist. Well, it's time to talk about it. Let's talk about infidelity. Let's talk about what it looks like, what it feels like, and how it can ruin relationships. And it can also bring some people together in their relationships. So let's dive right in and talk about what is this thing when it comes to infidelity. You know, as couples, you really want to sit down and have a conversation with each other about what infidelity means to you. I encourage every premarital couple, every person that's dating, and even people who are married. Sit down, let's have a conversation. If you're watching this video, get your spouse, let's have a conversation. Get some pen and paper, and I want you to talk about what does infidelity mean to you? And the reason why I want you to do that, because you need to know what your mate's thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions are as it relates to infidelity. For example, for me, infidelity means any emotional attachment, any physical contact, sex, and any type of mental attachment with a person. That's considered infidelity. But you need to find out what infidelity means in your household. You need to find out if having an emotional attachment bothers you. Is it okay with you if your spouse or the person you're dating has an emotional attachment to another person? They're with you, they're married to you, but they have an emotional attachment to another person. Are you okay with that? You also want to think about, are you okay if your spouse or the person you're dating or the person you're going to date, your fiance, the person you're going to marry, your fiance, are you okay with the fact that this person may be mentally attached to somebody, which their mind is always on this person? They may physically be with you, but mentally they're thinking about the other person. Are you okay with that? And then you want to ask yourself this last question. Are you okay if your spouse steps outside of the relationship, or the person you're dating or the person you're engaged to steps outside of the relationship and engage in a sexual relationship with somebody else? See, when we break it down, all of it is considered infidelity. Anything you do outside of your relationship that causes you to have an emotional, mental, or physical attachment to another person who is not the person you're married to, and who is not the person you're engaged to, or who is not the person that you are actually dating, is considered infidelity. So it's time to have the conversation. What is infidelity to you? What does it look like to you? Are you okay with any of those things? And if you can honestly say, no, I'm not okay with any of those things, then it's time to set some boundaries in your relationship. It's time to have a conversation with your mate to talk about these are the things that I will not accept. These are the things that are not acceptable in this relationship because these are things that I cannot accept or deal with as it relates to our relationship. And one of those things is infidelity. And if your spouse, your mate, or whoever acts as if they don't understand what it means, then you need to break it down and say, this is what I mean. I mean, no physical contact or intercourse or anything with another person other than me. You need to sit down and have this conversation. And many times, couples don't talk about infidelity. They sweep it under the rug or they act as if it's not there, it never happened. And then once infidelity hits the relationship, it causes the relationship to become imbalanced. See, at first, when you got together, you had a balanced relationship. But once infidelity hits, it causes an imbalance in the relationship. Whether you want to admit it or not, there's an imbalance in your relationship when infidelity hits it because now there's a third party involved. So that's why it's very important to have the conversation about what it looks like, what it feels like, what you will not and will accept because your mate needs to know. Trust me, if you sit down and have a conversation with each other, you will find out that you have different perspectives when it comes to what infidelity is. So let's take some time and have a conversation with each other about what infidelity is to you. Thank you so much for listening. Again, I'm Dr. LaWanda N. Evans, licensed professional counselor, national certified counselor, a speaker, and the creator of The Truth About Your Relationship. If you want more information, if you want to have me as a speaker to go a little bit more in depth about this, you may give me a call at 972-855-8947. You may also email me at counseling@drlne.com. I would love to hear from you. If you're a couple, you needed some help, you're trying to strategize and trying to figure this thing out as it relates to infidelity, give me a call or send me an email so I can see how I can help you rebuild, reconnect, and recommit in your relationship. Thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye.